Today, we are going to be talking about 4 things that a narcissist just never gets over. Hey there, Rebecca Zung here. I am your globally recognized high conflict negotiation expert, your narcissist negotiation expert, also an attorney. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join this powerful, amazing community that we have here. Let's talk about the 4 things that a narcissist never gets over. The first thing that they never get over is that wounded ego. They are so concerned about how they look to the world. Let's talk about how a narcissist thinks. How do they think? Like, what's the most important to them? It's not what you think. It's not a person who's so confident. It's actually the opposite of that. It's actually a person who has the most pain, the most shame. They feel no sense of feeling of value internally. So they have to get all of their feeling of value from external sources, from outside of them. If they think that somebody has wounded their ego, they'll never get over it. You'll never hear the end of it. It's going to get brought up to you from like 10 years from now. Oh, you remember that time that you talked to that guy at that party and made me look bad, or whatever it was? They will bring it up till kingdom come. If they think that you talked to some high school boyfriend and there was some innuendo about it, they're going to make it into some molehill. It will be made into a mountain. If they think that you might have flirted with somebody in 1902, it'll get brought up. The slightest bit of criticism is the thing that will shatter their ego forever. You'll never hear the end of it, ever. They have no ability whatsoever to handle any amount of anything that seems like a whiff of criticism. And that is a common trait among narcissists. A tone, an eye roll, a body language. It seems like it threatens their self-image, especially to covert, grandiose, all of them. They cannot take a wounded ego. They'll twist themselves in all sorts of contortions to have a wounded ego. I mean, the way that they will go out of their way to have a wounded ego is really quite stunning sometimes. They'll never get over it. That's the first one, their wounded ego. If you need phrases for disarming narcissists, get my free phrases for disarming narcissists, disarmthenarc.com. Because you might need them to respond to them in certain situations, whether it's email, whether it's in text, whether it's in a certain context or whatever. So the next one is a perceived loss of control. They need to have control at all times. They cannot take not having control. They thrive on power and control because their kingdom has to be set because of that insecurity that they have, right? And when they lose that control, it's like a punch to their core. I had a situation where there was a narcissistic boss, and when he couldn't control situations, he would explode on people. I remember people would be like, oh my God, there's that vein coming out on his forehead again. I mean, we were concerned that he was going to end up having a heart attack. But that's what happens with people like this. If you guys have seen it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys have seen. Have you seen these personal stories like this? Have you dealt with these wounded egos? Have you dealt with these losses of controls? What has happened with you? Have you seen like the rages? Give me a yes in the comments if you guys have seen it, right? Or tell me your personal stories. When you guys tell the stories, it helps others as well. I want to talk about the next one, which is when you fall short of their expectations. So unmet expectations. They expect a lot, and you're never, ever going to meet their expectations. They think that life should be like this. And when you don't meet that expectation, which is like never, you can never be good enough. And by the way, a lot of times they'll say something, and then when it doesn't happen that way, you think you're crazy. They go crazy on you. The rage, the triggers, they end up being resentful. And a lot of times you didn't even know that they had that expectation. Like they'll just come right out and say, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And you're over there like, well, you didn't even tell me. You didn't even tell me that this was what you wanted or how it was supposed to go down. I've seen that happen with bosses, or not necessarily with me in quite some time. I've had my own business for quite some time now, but I mean, I have seen it with other people, with bosses, or certainly in relationships, crazy situations. And then the last one is rejection. Clearly, I mean, they never get over rejection or perceived rejection. As much as they push you away, and as much as they are terrible with the way they treat you, of course you think, why in the world would I stay in this situation? Why would I continue to be in a relationship with somebody who's treating me poorly? And especially a lot of times when they constantly say, I don't even want to be in this relationship anymore. I don't want to be married to you. I don't want to be in this relationship with you. You're terrible. Or they're passive aggressive or whatever it is. And you're finally like, I'm out of here. I'm done. Then they continuously want you back. Oh, you're terrible. Why would you leave? They try to make you feel guilty. They tell everybody how awful you are. They smear you. Oh, I didn't want them anyway. I left them. It's just awful. And no matter how awful it was, no matter if they even wanted you to leave, it hits them hard. They see it as a personal affront. They hate being abandoned. Their reaction is disproportionate. They often will collapse. They go into rages. They often file false pleadings, smear you, go crazy with using the court system as a sword, try to turn the children against you. It can often not be a pretty scene. This is where you have to be stronger, because you have to remember that they will be the worst right before they're ready to give up. They're really just toddlers having a tantrum on the floor. You just have to be the stronger one, and you have to remember that the cream will rise to the top, and with the right strategy, the right leverage, anticipating what the narcissist is going to do and be 2 steps ahead of them, and focusing on your mindset and being on the offensive, which is my SLAY methodology: strategy, leverage, anticipate, and focusing on you, that you can win. And you can win every single time. Join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, for that additional support that you're definitely going to need. Remember to get my free phrases for disarming narcissists at disarmthenarc.com. You can win with the right strategy and the right mindset. That you can win. You're here for a reason. You showed up here for a reason. You showed up here because you were ready. You were ready to hear the right things. You were ready to hear the right message. Your soul was saying, it's time for me to be at my higher place, my higher calling. They're vibrating at a lower level than you are. You, my friend, are ready to be at that higher level. You, my friend, are ready to be empowered. And so if they don't get over it, it's okay. You can be the better one. You can be the stronger one. You can be the higher one. And you don't need closure. You just need to move on. If you found this video insightful and empowering, make sure you like it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you share it so that other people can know what to be expecting, what to look for. Make sure you comment below to engage in discussion so that you all can help each other and start transforming each other, and start using this to be your springboard to get to that next highest level. And hit that subscribe button to become part of this incredibly transformative community. Together we can navigate these challenging relationships and emerge stronger and wiser and more empowered, and become the best versions of ourselves. And I talk so much more about this in my book, Slay the Bully: How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, which I highly recommend that you check out as well. The next video that I want you to watch is 2 people narcissists just cannot tolerate. In addition to the things they don't get over, there are types of people that they cannot tolerate. So that's the next video that I want you to watch. And until next time, remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. You're strong, you're worth it, and you have the power to transform your life. Remember, they only win if you give in. But there's no reason to do that, because you are right here and you are so ready to be transformed. All right, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm going to see you in that next video. That's the sound of customers rushing to your store. Do you have a point of sale system that you can trust, or is it a POS? Do you need a Shopify store for your retail? Shopify helps you be that command center for your retail store. From accepting payments to managing inventory, Shopify has everything you need to sell as if you're in person. With Shopify, you get that powerhouse selling partner that effortlessly unites your in-person and online sales into one source. Track every sale across your business in one place and know exactly what's in stock. I use it myself. Connect with customers in line and online, just like I do. Shopify helps you drive your store traffic with plug and play tools built from marketing to TikTok to Instagram and beyond. Get hardware that fits your business, and you take your payments by smartphone and transform your tablet into a point of sale system. Or use Shopify's POS Go Mobile for a battle-tested solution. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there for you. They have a support system that's there to help you, there to help your customers every step of the way. So do retail right with Shopify. Sign up for $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife, all lowercase, and go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.